stuff that other towns don't have. It has loads of writers and literary heritage.
We've had Booker Prize winners, Oscar winners, Nobel Prize winners.
Hisham Matar, Claire Adam, who was longlisted for the Booker Prize, Janine Cummins, Anna Enright, Sebastian Faulks, Tim Berners-Lee.
Yeah. Roddy Doyle, we've economists, philosophers, we have a physicist talking yesterday, we'll have Salman Rushdie here.
And this is my second time. The first time was just a wonderful experience and I couldn't wait to come back. It's such a beautiful place and you arrange the weather wonderfully. It's always beautiful weather when I come to Dalkey. So it's a great literary festival and there's so many talented writers here and it's just fun. It's just fun.
I was introduced to Salman Rushdie through my father, who bought me the first book, So Midnight's Children. It's a fabulous event.
I learn so much every time I come here. I'm working, but then I'm also listening, and I go home with a giant pile of books and lots of new friends. It is the friendliest book festival in the world. I've just interviewed Sebastian Faulks, and I got the chance to sit down and talk to him with 500 people in a tent, which was just incredible.
I think the people are so enthusiastic about books, and they're so friendly and so kind that it's just so different from any other place I've ever been. The enthusiasm and the friendliness. So I'm coming back every year.
I love that you can go from the events to you can listen to music in a church, you can go to a talk, you can go to the pub and people are friendly, they come and talk to you. But you have serious discussions, someone will start reciting a poem.
My name is Willie Vlatten. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I'm at the Dalkey Festival, which happens to be probably the coolest book festival I've ever been to. You get to see all these really cool writers and walk around Dalkey and you run into them. I got to hang out with Roddy Doyle. It's a heaven of a festival, so thanks for having me.
It's probably one of the nicest festivals you could go to and meet people like Hisham.
Festivals have become actually quite important, that we are missing a certain kind of conversation that perhaps we used to get. Conversation that is open-ended, that is about the things that really matter to us.
It's an unbelievable festival. One of the things that amazes me about it is the wide breadth of all the talks.
The audiences are so engaged, everybody's so interested, so excited, so positive. The people who come here, they enjoy books, they read books, they understand them, and they buy them. And what more could an author want?
Dalkey really does it well. They look after people. Very good old style hospitality.
To be just among really, really smart people, great thinkers, great writers, conversations in between the events are as important as the events themselves.
Witnessing the interactions with the audience and getting to know the people that come to these festivals, it's really clear that people take these ideas home with them, they pass them on. These kind of interactions don't happen online the way they do in person, and the more we go online, the more we need them.
You're in tents, you're in bars, you're in castles, you're all over the place. Your mind is opened up to fresh perspectives, and there's also always that great involvement at the end where people can ask questions, sometimes mad questions, sometimes brilliant questions.
It is a gorgeous, special festival and there's an amazing community atmosphere and you always meet great people. I think a lot of the warm atmosphere is down to Sean and David.
Really discussing ideas and the types of ideas and themes that you explore in your world. I think it's a really important space to have these conversations.
There's something about it that's in a town like Dalkey, super engaged audiences and just like a gorgeous experience if you're a writer.
I think it's amazing. I've been coming to Dalkey for a good few years. I'm always absolutely inspired by the audience because the audience here asks really good, thoughtful questions.
This is hands down the most beautiful place I have ever spoken at. It is a very enriching experience for me.
It's really like books, brings you into different worlds.
It's also really inspiring. I've always wanted to write a book and it seems so inaccessible, but hearing him talk about his process, he talked about breaking it down to small pieces. I find that really inspiring.
I think it's fantastic to get people who love books and love reading all together and talk to authors. I'm having a great time.
Superb. The best book festival in the world. Great people, great audience, with loads of questions. We could have gone on for an hour beyond the talk actually with all the hands that went up.
Been incredible lineup, overwhelmed by the options, and today was an incredible talk.
My favourite that I've seen this year has been Lee P, who wrote Free.
Having book festivals is crucial, especially in the times in which we live, where we need as much critical capacities as we can. And book festivals are one of the places where just people come together and question the world in which they live.
live, and I think that's really fundamental right now.
I think a book festival is a festival of ideas. It gives us the opportunity to hear ideas that we might not have heard before and to consider how they might shape our lives.
I've been coming here since the very beginning, since I think year 1 or maybe year 2, and it has now grown into this huge ambitious program with some of the world's most recognisable names, and they're coming together to talk about the big issues of the day in a really warm and friendly kind of environment.
The community of the people who come and watch, they'll stop you in the street, they'll talk to you about what you said. You have that real sense of connection which you often don't get at other festivals.
All the book festivals I've been to, I think this one feels the most intimate. I feel absolutely honoured. It's the best possible place to be.
I think this festival is magnificent. There's just something very special about those big names off your bookshelf walking around this gorgeous little part of Dublin. Just something really special, talking about the history of the pub in a place like Finnegan's, which is just oozing that kind of great Victoriana, that great classic pub charm.
There is a very special atmosphere. The other thing that is impressive is the range of topics that are covered.
Kind of amazing that they're so popular that people want to go to them so much. You know, most of us write in our little kind of rooms and never imagine we'd be read, but the fact that there are people queuing up to read your work is great.
I think it's so heartening to see how many book lovers there are, how many people come out for this.
It's just energising, and we've come all the way from Singapore for this every year. To feel that you can do something with that information. You learn. It's educational.
Edwina gets me a ticket every year for this event, and it always marks the start of the summer.
I think Dalkey is incredibly important because it's much more than a book festival. It's a celebration of the fact that Ireland is, in my opinion, probably the last Anglo culture that maintains a strong, deep connection, not just to literature but to the spoken word.
I think it's fantastic. It's a beautiful little village, lots of nice little spots to dip your head into after you finish your talk. Such a lovely event.
The thing about Ireland is people read. People actually read. So they really they want these books, they want to read them, they want to talk about them, they want to ask all the hard questions. Like, this is a dream for writers, to meet readers like this.
I think this is probably one of the most enlightening festivals. The way it is delivered, the way it's organised, how they bring the subjects alive to ordinary people. They're to people that are wanting to learn about something.
It's a real privilege to speak here and to air a little bit of my book. You never come away from these things thinking about your own work in quite the same way.
It's wonderful to be here in Dalkey, celebrating Oscar's life, where you're celebrating him as a literary figure is absolutely wonderful.
I always say coming to a book festival is like getting a booster shot. It revives your brain, it gives you a chance to hear ideas you wouldn't normally hear, and Dalkey's just amazing for that.
For the audience, it humanises authors and makes people understand that they too can do it, because if a schmuck like me can do it, anybody has this ability to write and publish a book.
I love it because it's friendly and has this incredible ability to be soft and warm and easy and friendly, and yet has a huge depth to it. And it's rare that you get the two in the same place. You get to meet the authors. It inspires people to make their own books. People need to think and share their thinking and also have a laugh, you know, and it's in Dalkey, which is gorgeous. So why wouldn't you, you know, right?